Welcome back to the Bankroll Challenge, everyone. This is episode 6. The bankroll's up to around about $96 at the start of recording. It has been up to 100, just over, but I have been playing really badly, opening too many hands and trying to get people to fold stuff that at the microstakes. They're never ever going to fold. I should know better. So in this video, I've had a little bit of a reset, way tighter. 3-bet fold strategies, more or less, I've binned that off because people are not folding to aggression. They're calling with some weird stuff. So instead of getting in bloated pots with stuff like pocket 7s and pocket 8s, I'm just flattening them, and if the big blind or small blind comes in, then fair enough. We're just trying to hit the set, basically. So you'll notice quite a bit tighter, which I'm talking through in the hands. So enjoy this 30 minutes or so let's play at 5-L. There's a big hand with pocket kings at around the 19-minute mark, so I'd appreciate any feedback on that one. Let me know what you think about it. And there's an ace-jack suited hand near the end of the video against an absolute whopper. So let me know what you think about that one as well. Do you think I played it right or not? As always, I appreciate all your likes and comments, and enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. In a hand straight away. This guy's fairly tight. I think I might just flat this against this dude. See what he does. We can probably call one on the flop, depending on sizing. If he goes massive, I'm just going to fold. And to a small bet, we'll call. See what he does on the turn. When he blasts it, I'm not sure we can call again, really. There's no obvious draws there, so we'll probably just, as he's so tight, we'll just fold. Little bit of a reset. We've had the bankroll up to just over $100, and then I've lost a couple of buy-ins. I'm just playing too many hands, and people are calling so wide. It's been the same again with 3-betting as well. Playing the 3-bet fold, we're getting called by like 9-10 offsuit and Queen-10 offsuit, and it's very difficult to get players off anything here. So we're just having a little bit of a reset. I'm tightening up a little bit. Trying to keep the bankroll going in a positive direction and playing a few less hands and just being a little bit tighter. We'll be, depending on who the opponent is, flat calling a little bit more rather than 3-betting. So depending on how this goes, it might be more of a highlight session than a let's play, because we won't be getting as involved in hands. We'll see what happens with this table too, to see if we get some extra players joining. So this normally I would open, but I'm actually going to fold. The Broadways, Queen 10, Jack 10 will open on the button, but the offsuit 9x with a Broadway we won't bother. I think this, if he's got a king, more power to him. We'll just put it in. There's clubs can call us. If he's got the king, he's got the king. I think a king would have snapped us off here. I'd be very surprised if he's got one. And the ace king off will open. Depending on if we get 3-bet, depending who buy and how aggressive their stats are, we'll make a decision on whether we're going to 4-bet or not. And out of position with this ace 10 at the bottom, we're just going to check that, and we'll open the ace 10 off above there. With top pair now, I think we can go for a decent bet, and we'll just call that off. And this worst 10x can call us, but half pot bet should be good. And hopefully we hold no 9 or ace. Lovely. It's a good start. So the range, I'm probably going to open every pair from early position, and then suited broadways. A lot of the suited aces will open the ace 5 to ace deuce, and then 6, 7, 8 and 9 we're just going to chuck and not bother with. And bluffs wise, I'm going to pop a pot size bluff out here as he's checked back. And can we get ace x to fold here? We can't. We might get a king or a jack to fold if we go quite large. I don't ever see him checking an ace back half stack. Not very good, I would imagine. So we'll give him a green tag. And if we spot anybody else with half a stack, these two guys up here, will give them our fishy tags. Probably aiming for the VPIP to be more around the 20% mark rather than the 26, 27 has been at with the other opening ranges I've been using. The players here are just so wide, it's just not worth getting in so many pots. You might as well play tighter and just play better cards in them. So we'll see how it goes. The ace-6 off will open. So all the offsuit aces will open from the button. And we'll just default to 3x for our open size as well. Even if it goes multi-way, I'm just going to stay out of this. And we'll open the king queen off. We've also got a player not involved here as well, so we're effectively in middle position rather than under the gun. And I think normally out of position I would check this, but I'm going to go for quite a large bet. Ace king should have 3-bet, most definitely from the later positions. The only player I'm really worried about is the guy after us. Take that down. I would have expected to get called by spades there, and that's about it really. Worst, king x, king 10, maybe. And the king 9 suited we will definitely open. We'll probably have all the suited kings in there as button opens. Ace deuce we will open as well. This will be a fold if it gets 3-bet or jammed into us. Pocket jacks, we'll make a decision on what we're going to do. We'll definitely be opening them. If this goes multi-way with the 3s, we'll call. We might call anyway, even if it doesn't, because this guy seems fairly loose. So, and when he goes half pot here, we're most definitely going to raise. Favour him to have some sort of 10x maybe. Do we just jam it in here with 7, 9? He's so loose. Would he ever donk out with an 8 and then go half? I'm just going to jam it in. Okay. Hold please. Okie dokie then. Obviously we'll take that. Great stuff, but I have no idea what he's doing. He's an absolute whopper. We've got two pair here, so like this, we can get called by some straight draws and some flush draws type stuff. I think big bet. We don't have any spades. So 9-10 gets there. Jack, Queen, spades. I think I'm going to check this back actually. It's like a lot of stuff got there. I think we can call this because it's such a small size with the two pair, but I'm not confident we're good here at all. I think a straight bet's larger. We block a lot, obviously 10x and jack x. I feel like we're beat, but because he's made it so small, I'm going to call. Ace jack we beat. And we beat 6-5 spades as well. I think if he went really big there, pot, I probably would have folded, if I'm honest. There's a lot of 8-9 stuff got there. I'll be honest, I think I would have found a call difficult if he'd have bombed it. So this guy, it's the first time he's 3-bet. We're going to just call this. I'm not going to 4-bet it. Hoping for a favourable flop. And I think we go for a raise. The small size, this guy's loose, I'm going to call, hopefully get him in and spike a 2. And we'll just fold now, we don't hit our 2. Even to a small size, we're just going to fold. So the reason for the raise there is just a protection raise really with the jacks. If we call and call, we saw the king come on the river. If we play quite passively there and just call and then call again and he spikes it on the river, if he's 3-bet with his ace king, we've just played far too passively and lost a pot. We didn't need to. So against that small size, with the overpet at the board, we can fold out his ace queens and ace kings. His flush draws obviously would call. His ace king, ace queen, ace jack flush draws. The rest of his stuff should fold. Unless he's got aces or kings. But even then I don't think they'll be happy jamming. So this is a limp pot. We've got a good shot. He's basically saying he's got an ace. I'm just going to fold. We'll play nice and snug. And the ace 5 suited, I'm not going to entertain either. We're just going to fold that. The pocket fives, same again. We're just going to call to try and keep this guy interested. There's no point in 3-betting because if he jams, we are not going to probably call it off. And this guy, if he does jam, should only be doing it with really strong hands, or 3-bet with really strong hands, because the likelihood is our short stack is going to call. To that size, it's just a fold. Keep it simple. The ace 3 off, if we get chance, we'll open. Just this guy and he's left now, which is a blessing. Difficult to get involved in pots with a half stacks just in behind us. with stuff you're trying to steal the blinds with, because they're just like basically opening any two. This I most definitely will not be calling. I'm just gonna fold this. It's either a 3-bet or a fold, and because these guys seem fairly tight, I'm just gonna fold. And I think we can open a queen jack off there, and the king 9 suited will definitely open. And against this 3-bet, we're just going to play tight and fold. King 10 suited against a guy with this 3-bet percentage, 9-10%, we would have called, but I'm going to fold this one. This, when he donks out, how many hands have we got on him? 3/4 pot, we'll call. He's flush draws, he's betting out with they've got there, so if he bets again, we're just going to fold, and I'm going to call the 2s on the button in position. Fold King 10 suited. Do we bet for value here? Can have Jack King. I think we just check this back. 2 pair should be good. Should be good. If he bets small, we can put a tiny raise out and fold to a jam. If he bets potish, we're a bit of a difficult decision. So Jack 10 can call Jack King. What's Jack King gonna call? I think Jack King would call something like 14. We're specifically targeting the top end of his jacks there. Ace Jack, Jack King, Jack 10 maybe. Maybe get a call. And how many hands has this guy played? 35. He seems quite loose. We'll keep an eye on him. Just blasting away with nothing. Picked up some hands. I think we make it a little bit larger with this guy being involved. And this will definitely bump it up to 12. I will get this in if needs be. And then we're gonna go just for a tiny C bet. And this, we'll get this up to 12x. We've got some showdown value here, so I don't mind just checking this back. And is Jack X might have bet on the turn, so we thinking about calling this actually. He's basically saying he's got a jack, but I'm sure a jack would bet larger, and I don't ever see an ace checking the flop back. So I'm actually going to call. Beat his king queens, king 10 type stuff. Not pocket tens though. Nice bet. This one, I'm just going to check. And then again, we don't ever see a king checking back, so I'm going to bomb this. I'm going to go pot just over. We've got some equity. I'm going to take it down. And I'm actually going to fold this queen 10 off. We'll most definitely be opening the king queen offsuit. Again, if it's a super aggressive player, we will call a 3-bet. We're just using the free HUD to get our information to make our decisions. Anybody with sort of a 9-10% 3-bet will be calling a little bit wider. Anybody who's 4-5 we'll be tightening up a bit. Getting some hands. Can we get paid? And we'll bump this up to 12. This one, I'm just going to bump this up to 12 as well. Most definitely going to half pot this. Normally I'd check out position, but I'm just going to pile money in when I think we're good. So a lot of Queen X can call, Ace Queen, Jack Queen, King Queen. I think we go half pot again, and then we can jam river, providing no Queen comes. You can jam here because he's got the Queen X of clubs, and I think we just jam river, hoping he's got Ace Queen. He's got a board, good on him, nice answer, well played. I think the shove's fine there. He's got loads and loads of Queen X, so I do not mind the shove at all. And the ace deuce off we will open. And this will 3-bet. Bump that up to 7. If he jams in these positions, I think we're probably going to have to call. I won't be in love with it. Yeah, I think we jam this in. Unusual to see a 4-bet fold. I'll probably play for another 10 minutes. And the ace jack off, this guy's tight. I'm just gonna flat this in the big blind. Not a very good flop for our hand, but fairly good for our range. It doesn't hit him very often, especially with a tight opening range. Because we've got no backdoor equity, I'm just going to fold this. But if we were holding the ace of clubs here, I would most definitely fire a bluff off here. Fairly tight. If we get 3-bet, we'll call. Maybe not against this guy. He's so tight. He hasn't 3-bet. We're going to call because we've got position on him and he's not made it 12 bigs. And this is going to go all in. It's going to be a massive pot. And he can have queens here. It's very unlikely he's got jacks. His ace king. If we get squeezed here, most that's an awful card. We still beat ace king. I think we check this back now. I'm gonna call. I'm expecting to see quads for some reason. He's so tight. Ah, picked it off. The only thing I saw him doing that with was ace king. I wasn't expecting to see ace 10, but we'll take it. And this, we'll bump this up to 6x with the 2 limpers in there. And this one, I'm actually going to fold. And I've got one caller who's in position to us. And I think I like a check. And then I think we bomb turn. Hopefully he doesn't have 9s or 7s. I'm actually going to go for it. Get paid off by the worst flush. Things you love to see. So we've made our buy-in back, we've lost. I was hoping to get called by a 7x there that was slow playing it, so I'm quite surprised to see that baby flush, to be honest. I'll play another 4 or 5 minutes and then call it a day. Pocket 5s we want to try and see a flop with. If this doesn't get 3-bet, we'll call on the button and try and see a flop and spike a 5. That would be amazing. King X hits his opening range. I would probably bang a C-bet out here. There's not a lot to call as if I was this guy. He has a lot of 9x in his range, so I'm just going to check this back and just see if we can see a showdown for cheap. And we're just going to have to fold now. Not a lot of thought there, just sort of snapped it off. He's basically saying he's got 2 pair or better there. Or he's jack 10. This guy seems loose. We've only played 3 hands. We'll just flat, I think. fact, I'm not. I'm going to bump this up. We'll fold to a jam. I don't know why I don't believe him. If he's got ace king or ace queen, we're going to lose a stack. Do we just get it in now in case he's got a flush draw? Yeah, we'll just get it in now. If he's got ace king or queen, we're going to lose a stack anyway, so we might as well just get it in. We can look like we've got the clubs. The only problem is there, his kings and queens fold. I'm not too sure how I've played that one. We might have played that quite badly actually. I'm not sure what to do there. Do we let him bluff it off, or do we just do what we've done and raise, get it in? Let me know what you think. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure what to do there at all, especially against an unknown. Do we just let him blast off? Yeah. I'm not sure with that one. I'm not sure how we've played that. This guy's an absolute goon. We'll tag him as a whale. He's an idiot. I can tell already he's an idiot. And the queen jack off will open. We'll bump this up to 4 when he limps in. If he comes back over the top of us, we'll be folding. Priced in the call now, mate. I think we can half pot this. We haven't got the greatest jack in the world. I'm going to call. We don't want to see any spades. He's got a lot of pocket 2s and pocket 3s, so when he bombs it again, I'm just going to fold. I'm just going to fold that. We might have folded the best hand there. I don't see how we are ahead there when he's absolutely bombing it. This guy is an absolute whopper. We're going to have to tighten up playing against him because he's just 3-betting every single hand. We'll call this, if he 3-bets this one, we'll be calling the ace 9. Suited. I might even jam it in against him. We've got to take a stand at some point. Just hopefully we don't run into the top end of his range if we do jam. I'm just going to jam. I'm going to jam it in. I've had enough of him. If he's got it, he's got it. I'm not having someone take the piss like that. We'll get it into him. Especially 70% VPIP. Absolute whopper. I think that'll probably do it actually. Before I start blowing my lid and going on tilt. I think we'll be a little bit up. We lost a buy-in. We're probably up a buy-in. All in. We lost one with the kings into a full house. And I think we might be up about $5. We'll just finish this hand off here. Play this hand. We'll do half pot for some protection with our 9. And then that will do us. So thanks very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. I'd appreciate any comments on that ace jack hand against this absolute whopper before when we got it in after the 4-bet. Would you have let him blast it off, or would you have played it the same as me? So I'm not too sure what I would have done there. Well, I'm not too sure what I did was the right play. So let me know what you think, and I'll catch you in the next one.